Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome back to the Digest This podcast. I feel like we haven't talked in forever, and it's probably because we haven't. We took a break for the last month of 2023 in December, but we are back in action. We are ready to go, and I cannot wait to share what's coming in this new year. And I thought, why not just kick it off with some ice cream? Because everybody loves ice cream, but also everyone is on a health kick. I don't care if people say I don't have a health goal or I am not doing like a New Year's resolution. I mean, I think that's great, but I feel like in actuality, everyone secretly is. So whether or not you are or aren't, whatever the case may be, I don't care if it's in the middle of summer, everyone is looking for a really good, healthy alternative to ice cream. And I'm not talking about the low-fat, sugar-free ice cream. I think those are junk. I'm talking about clean ingredients without gums, without fake sweeteners, without natural flavors. I mean, all of that. And I feel like the market is just saturated with them. And then those kinds of ingredients are actually causing gut issues. So, whether you have a resolution to just heal your gut, this is going to be the episode for you. So we're looking at real food ingredients here. And even, are there actually healthy ice creams on the market that you can actually buy in store or online? So I'm going to go over that and share what I would recommend, what I found. And then also I'm going to highlight some brands and ice cream that are not only sketch, but I feel like they're super misleading with the marketing, and certain things may even surprise you that there's not even vanilla in vanilla flavored ice cream. And I mean, like, there's not even vanilla flavor in the quote vanilla ice cream. And it's just so weird to me now. Like, food isn't even food anymore. And anyways, we'll get into it. But I just want to say welcome or welcome back, whatever the case may be. If you're a new listener to Digest This, make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss upcoming episodes. That way you'll see it in your library when a new episode pops up. We come out with 2 episodes a week, every Monday, every Wednesday. Monday, we have our Bites of Knowledge, which it's just me. And then Wednesdays, we have interviews. So we like to keep it fresh. We like to keep it spicy and fiery. And so, yeah. So thanks again for all your support. If you haven't done so, please do rate and review the podcast. It does help boost the numbers to help others discover us and discover the podcast in general. So if you could just take 2 seconds out of your day, leave a rating and review, I would truly appreciate it. That is the best way you can support me and this podcast, and it's free. So thanks again, guys. And in case you didn't already know, you are listening to the Digest This podcast, and I'm your host, Bethany Cameron. Let's get right into the episode. Did you guys know that vitamin C is more than just a boost to the immune system? It plays a critical role in many of the body's functions and is a powerful antioxidant. It also aids in tissue regeneration, the absorption of iron, and production of collagen. It also has been shown to fight oxidative stress and cancer, support oral and brain health, manage stress, increase nutrient availability, improve energy levels, combat weight gain, and reduce the risk of a stroke, among so many other things. In fact, humans are the only mammals that don't make their own vitamin C. So this means we must get it from our diets and or supplements. However, most vitamin C supplements are nothing more than ascorbic acid, which is 1 fraction of the vitamin C compound. And most ascorbic acid is derived from GMO corn and highly processed in a lab. But the vitamin C capsule I personally have been taking for over a year are from Paleo Valley. Paleo Valley's Essential C complex contains the most concentrated sources of natural, organic vitamin C on the planet, made from whole food sources like unripe acerola cherry, camu camu, and amla berry. Their acerola cherries are organically grown in the rainforest of Brazil and picked before they ripen, which is when the vitamin C content begins to degrade. As a result, one unripe acerola cherry is 120 times more powerful than an orange. Each serving of Paleo Valley's Essential C complex contains 750% of the RDI of vitamin C in whole food form. That's amazing, you guys. You truly are getting a full spectrum of vitamin C, not the isolated synthetic form found in many other products. It is made with not one, but 3 whole organic superfoods that are not only incredibly rich in vitamin C, but also loaded with other nutrients and antioxidants. And since Paleo Valley knows vitamin C is a fragile nutrient, they use a gentle, low-temperature method to dry each superfood. It's also third-party tested, made with all organic superfoods, nothing synthetic, no fillers or flow agents. Their capsules are gluten, grain, soy, and dairy-free. And each bottle of their Essential C complex is a 30-day supply. And if you aren't satisfied, they have a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So if you aren't thrilled with your order, just let them know and they'll refund you without any questions asked. You really have nothing to lose and all the health to gain. Just go to paleovalley.com/digest for a special discount. Plus, if you order 3 bottles, you'll also get free shipping and handling. So again, go to paleovalley.com/digest to receive a special discount and free shipping and handling when you order 3 bottles. All right, let's talk about Mammoth Creameries for a second. So this company is a keto low carb ice cream. So the fat content is going to be very high. I was actually quite surprised at the ingredients. It's very minimal. It's cream, grass-fed butter, xylitol, egg yolks, pure vanilla extract, vanilla bean seeds. So they don't use natural flavors, real vanilla bean, and then Himalayan salt. That's it. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, you said xylitol. So I'm not a fan of xylitol. I want to be clear on that. So that is the one ingredient in this ice cream that I am not on board with. So I probably personally would not eat that. Besides the xylitol, I'm totally for it because it's just cream, grass-fed butter, egg yolks, vanilla extract, vanilla bean seeds, and Himalayan salt. Obviously, they add the xylitol. So it's kind of a downer. I wish that they didn't add that because there's no gums and no stabilizers, right? The fat content is about 25 grams per half a cup. So again, I said it is a keto low carb option. The downside also is that it's quite expensive. I couldn't find them anywhere but online, like on their website. So for an 8-pack, it's $64. So I mean, everything's going up these days, but I feel like you could just make your own at that rate. But again, Mammoth Creameries, a little pleasant surprise. Again, the xylitol was a little downer, but there's that first and foremost. 2 Spoons Creamery. Now, this is another low carb keto ice cream, and they market it as such. They add allulose and erythritol and hickory root fiber, vegetable glycerin. They also add monk fruit. So I'm thinking, okay, allulose, erythritol, monk fruit, those are all fake sweeteners. So how sweet is this truly, right? And then of course they also have locust bean gum, which can upset your digestive system, as well as hickory root fiber. So I have an entire blog post as well as a podcast about hickory root fiber, also known as inulin, that can really upset the digestive system and cause gas and bloating. And the reason a lot of low carb food companies add hickory root fiber is because of the fiber content. It's super high, which makes the net carbs a lot lower. But they just fail to really inform the consumer of the effects of this, and anything that fiber is added to and it's not supposed to have fiber can cause digestive upsets. Fiber in its natural form is totally fine. It's good for you. But when you add fiber to something that's not meant to have it, like cream, eggs, etc., that just really alters the natural state of that food. So without saying, 2 Spoons Creamery is definitely an out and a no for me. What would this podcast episode be without me mentioning Halo Top Keto series? Now, again, this is a keto low carb option. Halo Top in general, I personally just don't even touch the stuff. A long time ago, before Halo Top got big, they actually sent me a case. This was probably back in like 2014, probably around the time where my gut issues got really, really bad. And at that time, I didn't know, I wasn't educated. I didn't know really anything about ingredients. All I looked at was the nutrition facts, right? So to me, I was like, oh, sugar is low. It has like pretty low calories for like you can eat an entire pint for like 300 calories. And to me, I was like, sure, why not, right? Like everyone. But I mean, it just wrecks the gut. And they have a keto series. Let me just read you the ingredients because I almost want to throw up. So ingredients in their chocolate cheesecake. I couldn't find the nutritionals or the ingredients for the vanilla on their website, which maybe was just an overlook or on purpose, but they did not provide the vanilla. So this is the chocolate cheesecake. Ingredients are ultra filtered skim milk, cream, erythritol, eggs, high fat cacao, cheesecake pieces, which is enriched wheat flour that has folic acid, and then there's sugar, cream cheese, which is cultured milk and cream, salt, gur gum, carabine gum, and then they got butter, water, white rice flour, pure vanilla extract, sunflower lecithin, salt, natural flavors, lemon peel, vegetable glycerin, soluble corn fiber, inulin, which those 2 things, corn fiber and inulin, no-go for sure, cellulose gel, cellulose gum, sea salt, natural flavor, stevia leaf extract. That is the ingredient list. I would rather just get some frozen bananas and blend it and have a high carb, natural 1 ingredient ice cream, if you ask me. That's just so much better. Your body actually knows what to do with real food as opposed to all these different chemicals. So needless to say, the Halo Top Keto series in particularly is a no-go, but that again is just my personal opinion. Now, Halo Top also has a, quote, yogurt series, which is so misleading. Now, the ingredients here, let me just, again, if anything is like frozen yogurt, don't think that it's better for you. Don't think it has probiotics because it is just, first of all, just a chemical or sugar bomb and or both. So the ingredients in their yogurt series, which is the triple berry I'm reading, are ultra filtered skim milk, sugar, non-fat yogurt, skim milk, milk protein concentrate, cultures, cream, skim milk, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, palm kernel oil, and palm oil. And then they have oats, rice crisps, rice flour, sugar, sea salt, natural flavors, whey protein powder, citric acid, which is derived from black mold, unless otherwise stated. If you guys don't know about citric acid, that's a whole nother topic. Go look and listen to a past podcast I have on that about it being derived from black mold. They also have sunflower lecithin, corn syrup. Yum. Within their probiotic yogurt, it's corn syrup, molasses, pectin, cellulose, gum cellulose, gel, mono and diglycerides, gur gum, water, beet extract for color. They note you. So, it's just for color. I'm just amazed, really. So if you really want to have some frozen yogurt, get some yogurt, put it in the freezer. I love doing this actually. So take note of this. So get a tub of yogurt, pure, unflavored, plain, and freeze them in little ice cubes. And then later, you can add them to a blender, blend it up. It is so creamy. Add some protein powder if you want, add some frozen berries, and you have your own frozen yogurt. Okay, so good. So definitely go for the homemade. And also, not to mention, it's a lot cheaper just making your own if you're going to go that way. All right. Next up is Rebel ice cream. So I'm sure you've heard of Rebel. It's spelled Rebel. And they are, again, they're marketed as a low carb ice cream, no sugar added, high fat keto ice cream. Now, they're very prideful in the fact that they only have 4 grams of net carbs per pint for the entire pint. 4 grams. I mean, anyone would be like, yeah, that's great, right? But I mean, they also have monk fruit, guar gum, carabine gum, natural vanilla flavor, hickory root fiber, vegetable glycerin, erythritol. I mean, that's just a few of the ingredients in here. So again, when you're looking for a clean ice cream, it's not about the low calorie, low carb. It's about clean ingredients that your body will recognize and know what to do with and not freak out and start bloating and have digestive issues, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so that's, again, that's just a no for me. Next up is Enlightened ice cream. And they didn't have a vanilla option on their website, which I'm actually surprised. Typically, every ice cream brand will just have a plain vanilla. So they only had, quote, fluff flavors, as I like to call them. So I chose their caramel double dough to analyze, and the ingredients in those: cream, soluble corn fiber. Again, what is with the corn fiber in these? Allulose. I have an entire blog post about allulose as well as on my Instagram. Go check it out. Milk protein concentrate, egg yolks, almond flour, natural flavors, hickory root fiber. There we go again with the hickory root fiber. You guys stay away from that. They also have cornstarch, stevia extract, caramel color. You guys, caramel color. I don't know if you know the effects of caramel color, but that is one to definitely stay away from. If you are consuming food coloring, please stay away from caramel color. I mean, they have monoundicglycerides, cellulose gum, carabine gum, xanthan gum, guar gum. Man, I mean, I would rather just be chewing on some gum here if you ask me. I'm trying to find some good options, but we do have some. So stay tuned, keep listening, because there are some good options out there, which I will mention in just a second. Now, there is a company I found. It's called Keto Pint. Yes, this is actually the name of the brand. I never heard of them before, so you may not have heard of them either. But again, if it's selling into the mainstream public, marketed as a keto item, that already leads me to believe that it's suspect to some fishy ingredients. Their double chocolate brownie they have on their website. So I kind of chose that as like the base to kind of highlight here. And the ingredients in this flavor are cream, water, egg yolk, erythritol, brownie dough, which is, again, more erythritol, almond flour, buttercream, salt, cacao, natural flavor, water. I'm just reading this off of their website here. I mean, more hickory root fiber, sunflower lecithin, guar gum, stevia, monk fruit. Why do they have to add stevia and monk fruit? I feel like one or the other would be sweet enough, but apparently not. Also erythritol, so 3 just sugar alcohols in this. Natural flavor, tara gum, acacia gum, tapioca fiber, vegetable glycerin, tapioca starch. I mean, I am still amazed that people are eating all of this and they think that, they wonder why their gut issues are just so exacerbated and they're having all these digestive problems. So if you see something that is keto, it's most likely going to have fake fiber and fake sweeteners, and it's just going to be fake, in my opinion. If you're not subscribed to my newsletters, they come out every Friday and they're called Friday Finds. This is information that only my subscribers get in their inbox. I share stuff like non-toxic air fryers and kitchen appliances, new food finds, product recalls, food news, and food products that aren't even on the market yet, but I've got the scoop. This is not published anywhere else and cannot be found on my blog. So be sure you're in the know and subscribe to my weekly newsletters by going to littlesipper.com/subscribe and enter your email. That's all you have to do. So go to LILSIPPER.com/subscribe to get exclusive information on everything food. Now, the previous pints I mentioned were all keto based. Now, these next ice creams are more on the quote light ice cream side. So they may not be low carb, but they are marketed as like low calorie, light ice creams. Now, just consider this. If it's a light ice cream, it's probably going to have something to make it light because it's not naturally light, right? That's like saying avocado. We have a low fat avocado. Like if you heard that, wouldn't you be like suspect? Like what the heck is happening? This is not natural. It's basically the same thing. And I mean, back in my 20s, like I mentioned at the very beginning, back in my 20s, and like I used to eat the Halo Top pints. I would eat that actually with a microwaved Quest bar mixed in. I mean, talk about a IBS soup right there. And I mean, I was going to the gym every day for, 30 days straight, no rest days, 90 minutes a day. I was literally setting my hormones up for a disaster, not to mention my gut and my digestion. And we all know what happened shortly after with all the yeast overgrowth, gastroparesis, fungus, and parasites I dealt with all at the same time, just attacking me because I was running my body down. I thought I was fueling myself properly with these like high protein, sugar-free like treats, right? But anyways, I digress. But all that to say, these chemicals in low carb, low fat, low cal desserts are making people sick and really upsetting their digestion. I like to call these ice creams cramping cream. So you can just quote me on that and just go from there. Now, I do want to mention there are some honorable mentions that I want to talk about right now. And because thankfully there still are a few ice cream brands on the market clean enough that even I would eat. So let's talk about them right now. If you're looking for a non-dairy paleo option, Fronan is by far one of the cleanest out there. It's spelled Fronan. And these with as little as 4 ingredients in some pints. There's no gums, no dairy, and no sugar alcohols or refined sugar. These pints are ones to look for. Fronan's vanilla, for example, contains just 4 simple ingredients, which are coconut cream, water, honey, and vanilla extract. That is it. Not even natural flavor, like they don't even add natural flavors, which I love that they don't do this. They don't add any gums, no thickeners, just 4 simple ingredients. I remember actually when they first came out about 8 or so years ago, and they were banana based, but I recently spoke with the owner, Jessica, and she said that they changed to a coconut base because a lot of people said that they didn't like the banana flavor throughout the ice cream. I mean, I tried their OG version with the banana base and it didn't bother me. I didn't mind it. But I mean, I can see why they changed and it's still super delicious. So you can buy them online directly, or I believe they are also sold in select Whole Foods and other independent smaller grocers. I haven't seen them in my Whole Foods, which I live in California. So they may be on, the other side, maybe the East Coast Whole Foods, but I have seen them in my small natural grocer that's like a little independent store. So they have a store locator on their website. So just use that if you're unsure. Now, another good ice cream brand you can buy online is called, I hope I'm going to say this right. I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Adirondack. Adirondack. My gosh, my brain is fried. But I just stumbled across this brand while doing some research. So I haven't actually tried them personally, but I thought I would just give them a plug because several of their flavors, not all, I want to mention, but several are pretty clean, just milk, cream, sugar, and egg yolks. So they're not vegan because they have the eggs and the milk. They had a pumpkin pie over the holidays, which I'm not sure if it's still available now that we're into the new year, but the flavor they used, it was just spices to flavor the pumpkin pie, which I really appreciate. No natural flavors. So that was pretty rare find. So just shout out to them. All right, now Cosmic Bliss. This brand used to be called Coconut Bliss, if anyone is familiar with that, but they changed their name because they started coming out with organic grass-fed dairy ice cream. Now, even their vanilla version contains gum, which I am not excited about. However, everything else in their vanilla flavor seems pretty legit and minimal. The ingredients in their vanilla include whole milk, which is grass-fed, heavy cream, coconut syrup, non-fat milk, egg yolk, vanilla extract, gum, and vanilla bean specks. Just be mindful of, again, the gum. And if you are one that is extra sensitive, you may want to opt out of this version and brand. I do, however, appreciate the use of organic grass-fed milk and no natural flavors. I've seen these in my local Sprouts and they have a store locator on their website. So always best to just check there. Now, I do want to mention the Van Leeuwen brand. Now, their vanilla flavor contains just real simple ingredients, and that's milk, cream, cane sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract, salt, and vanilla bean. That is it. However, all of their other flavors contain several other ingredients that I would not consume and are pretty suspect. So just because a brand has a clean version of one flavor, that doesn't mean that all their flavors do. This goes for any brand, not just ice cream brands. For example, I get called out by my very own followers on Instagram, which I feel aren't true followers if they know me well. But I get called out that I am consuming a product that goes against what I preach, but they fail to realize that the certain flavor I am consuming doesn't have all the nasty ingredients that perhaps all the other varieties have. And they are looking at one of those options and call me out on it. So again, just side note, it's super important to pay attention to the flavor I or anyone is consuming before calling someone out. So do your research and see what each individual product contains because they are all just not created equal. Now, this leads me to the brand Hagen Daaz, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with. This is a perfect example of what I just spoke about because surprisingly, Hagen Daaz vanilla ice cream ingredients are just 5 simple ingredients. Just cream, skim milk, cane sugar, egg yolks, and vanilla. That's it. I was super surprised. No gums, no natural flavors, no fillers, just real food ingredients. Now, yes, they do use pure cane sugar, but at least they are using real ingredients. Now, I highly doubt they are using organic grass-fed cream and milk and organic pastured raised eggs, but I am surprised that a mainstream brand like Hagen-Daz offers a flavor with very minimal ingredients nonetheless. However, their other flavors, including their vanilla chocolate chip, contains corn syrup. So something as a slight change in flavor can alter the ingredient list in any product. And fun fact I just realized about Hagen-Daz while going on their website and just doing some research. Now, do you know their website is actually icecream.com? I just found that just interesting. I mean, someone had to take it, so I guess they snagged it or paid it off, paid it to someone who had it originally. But anyways, I just thought that was so interesting. Icecream.com is Hagen-Daz. So anyways, here's another fun fact though about Breyer's vanilla ice cream. Now, did you know that Breyer's has 4 different vanilla ice cream flavors? They offer 4 different types of vanilla. So they have French vanilla, extra creamy vanilla, homemade vanilla, and natural vanilla. And get this, you guys, not one of them contains actual vanilla. They're all flavored with, and I quote, natural flavors. The label doesn't even say vanilla flavor or natural vanilla flavor, but in fact, just natural flavor. Nowhere in the ingredient list does the word vanilla appear, yet the title and name of all 4 flavors contains the word vanilla. Seems quite odd if you ask me. Now, brands I get asked about all the time on my Instagram, I just kind of want to talk about. Dream Pops is one of them. So I haven't actually tried these, but I do hear about them a lot from influencers, and I have looked them up plenty of times. They all contain natural flavors, whether you're looking at their pops, crunch balls, or bites. Their vanilla sky bites does say vanilla extract on the actual package. However, on their website, it states natural flavor, not even vanilla flavor. So just natural flavor. So I even went as far as emailing them, asking about the discrepancy as to what they actually use. So vanilla extract or vanilla flavor, because there's two things here on their website and on their actual package. So not to my surprise, they never got back to me. And this was about 3 months ago. So I gave them plenty of time to return my email, but just dead silence. People also ask me about Nadamu ice cream. So this is a dairy-free ice cream, and the ingredients is organic coconut milk, water, hickory root fiber, organic inulin, organic erythritol, organic allulose, guar gum, locust bean gum, organic vanilla bean powder, natural flavor, and stevia. So I'm sure you guys can guess by now, this is a no for me. I mean, how many types of fiber? We've got inulin, we've got hickory root fiber, and then how many types of fake sugar? Erythritol, which is 1, allulose, which is 2, stevia, which is 3. I think that's it. Okay, but still, we've got 3 fake sweeteners here. We've got a few different types of gums. And I feel like the coconut milk is like the only thing that's like true. Okay. Oh, they've got vanilla bean powder. So anyways, I get asked about that, and that's just definitely a no for me. I get asked about Kato ice cream. That's another no for me. I don't need to go into that, but you can just look them up and you can see it's basically the same ingredient list and format. After's ice cream. Now, a lot of talk and hype around After's ice cream, and I see so many health influencers go there, not on occasion, but like 2 to 3 times a week. And perhaps they just don't know the ingredients. But if you are even concerned or have a desire for health and what you put into your body, I would imagine you would be curious enough to do the research yourself and find out what the ingredients are in any item you are consuming 3 times a week. So for example, they have a milk and cereal ice cream. And it is cream, milk, sucrose, condensed milk, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, whey stabilizers, which is guar gum, soy lecithin, egg yolk, locust bean gum, carrageenan. And the cereal blend is corn flakes, milled corn sugar, malt flavor, BHT added to the packaging for freshness, milk powder, vitamin A palmitate. I have a whole Instagram reel about that and blog post. And so anyways, it still amazes me of how many people are going there either to their shops or buying it and eating this After's ice cream. But anyways, I digress. So after all that, obviously, you know, I left out several ice cream brands, and I'm sure, you know, many I am not even aware of. So if I missed any, and if you're curious about, you know, any that I did not mention, send me a message on Instagram and let me know what brand you want me to review next. And perhaps I'll do a round 2 of ice cream brand reviews, or just do a quick Q&A on Instagram if you follow me on there. I hope you guys enjoyed this bite of knowledge and all my past episodes. And if you're new here, I would so appreciate you taking 2 seconds to rate and review this podcast, which is the best way you can support me and the show. And by doing this, it helps Digest This get into more ears when people are searching for a new podcast to listen to. So I truly appreciate all your support. Without you, this show would not be possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Resonant Media production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Mike Fry. To email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.